Many people have talked about Pitfall. Oh, it's one of the most iconic Atari 2600 games. Oh, it's one of the best Atari 2600 games. Well, it's dated now. Everybody can agree with that. It's pretty outdated. Even for the 2600, there's just better games. So Activision, they made a sequel. They made a sequel for the 2600 that I still don't think is that good. And then they made one for the Super Nintendo, or the Nintendo, called Super Pitfall. That one sucked, so they were like, okay, we gotta put our shit together. And they released a game that apparently nobody talks about anymore. Pitfall, the Mayan adventure. So once again, we're going to be joining off-brand Pitfall Harry on his adventure to collect treasure, like Indiana Jones. Obviously, I'm going to be playing on the Super Nintendo version, but this game was released on, like, everything. Like, this was released on the Super Nintendo, obviously, I have one in my hands. It was also released on the Sega Genesis, the Sega CD, and the Sega 32X. It's one of the very few games that you can actually get on all three of those separately. Dumb. And this game was released on the Atari Jaguar. I kind of wish I was joking, but no, this game was actually released on the Atari Jaguar. I don't have a Jaguar, or a Sega CD, or a Sega 32X, or the copy on Genesis, so we're just going to play on the Super Nintendo. Now, can we talk about how much better this music is than the original Pitfall? I mean, come on, before we play the game, let's just listen to the original Pitfall soundtrack. Just to prove that this one's way better. See, I told you the soundtrack on the Super Nintendo game's better. I mean, it's still not bad, but I don't know, I prefer the Super Nintendo one. God, that's such a dumb... So obviously, we have the start button. We're going to press the start button. Sierra Jungle. There we go. Oh, don't die. There's a snake there. Ah, you can use what is that, a whip? A whip? Kind of like Indiana Jones. That's pretty cool. There we go. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Don't do that either. There we go. So yeah, this is kind of... Pitfall on steroids. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really played this game much, but it's kind of obvious to tell I'm not very good at it. But yeah, it's Pitfall on steroids. There's no better way of explaining it. Hitting monkeys with whips. God, that's... Well, anyways, I'm sure you get the general idea. It's Pitfall on steroids, except it's actually not bad. But you get the general idea. It's Pitfall on steroids. Is it a good game? It's okay, in my opinion. Do I suck at the game? Yes. Is that the reason why I think it's only okay? Probably. But... Go play Mario. Go play Mario. So much better. Now! Why are you still watching? Go play Mario!